SummerSlam 2024 is in the books. Some
Yep,
people
yep.
liked it, some people didn't.
Yep.
What you thought about it?
For me, it was a mixed bag. For me, it was a mix. I thought this was a great pay-per-view for the story to advancing of all the stories. Because they got so many storylines to work with from now. I don't think from a wrestling standpoint, like all the matches were kind of like, all right, well, we can kind of see how it's headed. And we all know the bloodline rules match don't get, for example, we all know the bloodline rules match don't get started until somebody interfere. So
yeah,
when we hear that match, we already should know we gonna see about 5 to 6 people interfere with interfere with the match. That's why in the Discord I did the over under 8.5, 8.5 total people to touch the ring, because a whole bunch of people gonna touch the ring. So
I hope they don't keep leaning on it. That's the second time they've done the bloodline rules and the same kind of formula, people running in. I mean, we've seen it at WrestleMania, we've seen it at SummerSlam.
right.
kind of lay off on it for a minute.
Because like you said, and then even with that, because it's like, if Cody did all of that, if Cody went through all of that to go through WrestleMania, there's no way he'd lose it with SummerSlam.
Well, yeah. There was no way he
because
lose
it'll literally,
Solo.
Yeah, it will literally erase everything he did in, leading up to WrestleMania.
So I'm guessing the story now is Solo and Roman and the bloodline feud. Where does Cody go after this? Who's his next opponent? Is it Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, or?
That's a great point. Because right now, the way it's leaning towards,
it's probably gonna be Randy Orton.
Yeah, it's got to be Randy. Got to be next.
Yeah.
Just because they was already hinting at Randy, pointing at all, like he would always give him the extra looks at the belt, and when Cody was having his hands on the title, and then they can always point back to those Easter eggs that they've been, or the seed that they've been planting, so they can go back to that and thinking, set up on a Friday that Randy will come out to help, but then classic heel Randy, which if you know top heel Randy Orton, I don't care why I go to my grave saying it. He top 5 greatest heel. Heel Randy is the top 5 greatest all time. First ballot Hall of Fame, or however you want to say it. Heel Randy, definitely, top 5 all time. But the thing is, he doesn't need the belt. So he don't really need the belt at this stage in his career. It could just be one of those things. Well, I don't like that you have it, so I'm going to go after it, or I'm going to go after you because you have it.
Plus, they got history, What was the name of their crew back in the day?
Legacy.
Yeah. So most likely it's gonna be Randy, and like I say, gonna be the Bloodline Civil War, probably at Survivor Series.
Yep.
Probably be I don't know, because allegedly Jacob Fatu hurt his leg. Yeah,
there was clips of him seen after the pay-per-view. He was in a walking boot. People had clips of him in a walking boot coming out. So it looks like an ankle sprain right now. They don't know. I'm calling it an ankle sprain. I'm not gonna say it's a fracture or anything like that. But if to walk out with a boot, that means you sprained something. That's a sprain or a rolled ankle.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna label it as. That I ain't no doctor, but I done had a few sports injuries myself, and I know a rolled ankle when I see one.
I wonder if he's hurt, if he's gonna have to let Tungaloa wrestle with his brother and be the tag team champions.
That's gonna be are they gonna get the Freebird rule, or is it gonna be or how are they gonna do it?
He hasn't looked good since he got that old man.
He sure hasn't. He sure hasn't.
What happened to him? He was all right in New Japan, but
then I don't know. It sometimes be the lights and the glitz and glamour of the WWE.
No. I mean, it makes sense because they are the GOD, Gorillas of Destiny. Why not making the champions, but
Right.
I don't know.
Me neither.
I was shocked that Bailey lost.
I was, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I was shocked. Yeah.
Only reason why is because, and I've said it too on the record. For some reason, face champion Bailey doesn't get that same reaction anymore that it used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something about it. Like for me, she's always better as a heel champion.
I never liked her as a heel.
See,
I know.
once she cut her hair and she went like full heel gimmick, I was sold on it. I was sold. But if she would have been the old Bailey with a face run, I could believe it. But since she went full heel,
talking about the hugging Bailey,
yeah, the hugging Bailey and the glisten, the glamour and want to be everybody's friend. That one I could believe. But I don't think her title run wasn't really all. It wasn't all that, respectfully, for me. This current one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I'm guessing Tiffany Stratton's gonna turn on Nia Jackson
eventually.
Cash in. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah, seeing that coming a mile away too.
Yeah, you can see that. I thought she was gonna do it last night when they were celebrating. She kept looking at it. I thought she was gonna hit her
and then do it one last time. That's what I was waiting on too. I was waiting for her to. She got her a new briefcase.
Yeah,
and I thought she was gonna get on SmackDown and then get ready to use it. But I think I'm glad they did that. They let Nia Jax get her. I call it her Lifetime Achievement Award. That was her first SummerSlam. First SummerSlam, she was on the card and she actually won. So give her props. That's her. I get the Lifetime Achievement Award because she was never. Was she ever the Raw Women's Champion?
No.
So this is her first. That's why I couldn't remember if this was her first significant, title holder because she had been, and got to give her due. They gave her due because when she came back, this most recent time she came back, she has been, doing well for the company so far. She came back in good spirits, got in shape, got in a lot better shape, and really performed well in the ring since she got back. So I was happy to see her win. That's why I wasn't really surprised because I was like, that was her just due, like for doing everything right since she's been back. And then same with LA Knight, I was like, this was long overdue. He should have been
long overdue.
He should have been had a title. He was the hottest name. Yeah, he was the hottest name. What else saying go? Got it out the mud since he been back, and he should have. They put him in that position when he was up against Roman. It wasn't nothing else he could do. It was just how it was. But that was his just due. I feel like this was his just due title, where it's like, all right, you did enough for us, and we ain't forgot about you, but. All right, here you go. Here's your reward for doing right by us in the company.
Yeah, shoot that brain buster that Logan Paul took off the tightrope.
Yes,
man.
I thought he was done for.
Oh man,
I thought he was done for.
Were they going for a suplex and they messed up, or were they going for the brain?
It just looked. Yeah, it looked like he didn't tuck. Like he didn't get his legs around after he lifted him up, and he sold it well, and then, like I said, Logan got to get that springboard off of the springboard that he did from start off in the ring, and that jump's beautiful, boy. That jump there.
Is his gimmick now that he takes everybody's finishing move? Is that his new gimmick?
I guess so, because I saw him do the hangman move, and I'm looking like, okay, the springboard lariat. I was like, okay, that
Oh yeah, and everybody says, "Oh, well, that's Logan's move now." No, it's not.
Exactly. No, it's exactly. Not. Being disrespectful.
Gunther.
He should have been. He should have been the champion. I've been wanting that 2 Royal Rumbles ago. I wanted him to be the champion. I've been wanting that one for forever. I'm glad that finally happened.
I think that's Triple H guy. I think
gotta be.
He about to have a long run.
Gotta be.
That's Triple H guy.
Gotta be.
He's about to have a long run. Finn Balor finally turned on Damian Priest.
Been waiting on that. Yep. Been waiting on that
Damian
too.
did it to him.
Yep.
So I guess the adjustment day is over with now.
Some people saying it isn't. I thought it looks like it's done for me.
Yeah.
Unless they exiled Damian and if they just exiled Damian and Rhea. And then you brought Finn. Let's say Finn's still the leader. You then you got the other dude with him. Then you got Dom back, and he just brought not Rhea. What's the name? He brought Liv Morgan with him, and then you still got Carlito. So unless that's the true faction of the Judgment Day that's left, that basically you exile Rhea and Damian Priest. But that's why you tune in to Raw to see where this storyline continues, I guess. On that front,
what I figured was gonna happen, Dom turn on Rhea.
So everybody knew that was coming too.
Yeah.
Like if you had to know that was coming, like there was nowhere else to go with it.
Rhea Ripley crying though. You could have.
Yeah,
made her still look strong because crying over Dominic, like, nah, come on.
Exactly.
But that's storytelling, I guess, and
yeah, that's the story arc of it, and now you got Priest with no title, and then you got Finn coming after him. So you gotta, like I said, overall across the board, you got. That's why I said I thought this pay-per-view did very well of advancing storylines, because now you got so many options, and you really can go all the way through WrestleMania with a lot of this stuff. And then the fillers in between.
What's the next pay-per-view?
Bash in Berlin, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's at the end of this month, I think.
And then was it Bad Blood after that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then because you got Bad Blood, and then after
another Saudi show.
Crown Jewel. Yeah, you got another Crown Jewel, and then you got. Did they say when Survivor Series was going to be?
Yeah, it's gonna be in Vancouver.
Okay. What, November or end of November?
Yeah, November.
Okay. So there won't be anything in December then.
That's a good question. They might do that day one. They might do that day one. Maybe.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
That Bad Blood's in Atlanta though. Thinking I might go, depending on who they got wrestling.
Yeah, it should be pretty good.
Match.
Pretty sure, yeah. Then Cody, Cody gonna be there. Cody gonna wrestle. Roman probably won't. I'm gonna bank with Roman not probably wrestling. I don't think that won't happen till Survivor Series.
I don't know.
Or
maybe he'll be on SmackDown every week.
That's another thing. We know we'll know he'll be on SmackDown this Friday. Just to hear what they're talking about, and then advancing the storyline. So, who was the? I'm trying to think. Who was the other match? We went down. I think we went down all the matches. Who else did we? Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn. Braun Breaker should have won that Money in the Bank. He should have been one. He should. I guess they delayed that.
Is he a babyface now?
I think he's still a heel.
Oh, it didn't seem like it's.
Now I said they was just ready for him to win a title. I think that's what that was.
Yeah,
because he he was red hot, and then what's the name made his dad. Got to talk about that. His pops made a comment. No, his uncle made a comment. Excuse me. Of course about AEW. He had a reference point, and I'm like, just say you don't watch, bro. That's all you got to say. Just say you don't watch. For them to constantly keep saying they don't have no storylines and this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, just say you watch without saying you don't watch.
You ever notice people say the same thing? Everybody's copying the same thing. There's no story. They don't watch the show.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, man. It's getting tired, man. Like, come on.
Like I said, there's more. I like to tell everybody, there's more than one way to tell a story.
Yeah.
Because exactly
the soap opera style.
Exactly.
In ring. I mean, come on, man.
Exactly. It's like, just like I said, say you don't watch, without saying you don't watch. That's all you got to do.
Right.
Because I always say that, I try to tune in, but I don't. I mean, you ain't trying hard enough. You just.
Again, a lot of people aren't wrestling fans. They're WWE fans. And that's fine, but just don't say you're a wrestling fan. Just like WWE, that's it.
Exactly. And ain't nothing wrong with it. But like I said, you don't have to, talk down on somebody else just to, build somebody else up in the same breath either.
AEW bad, WWE good. That's
it, man. That's how it goes. You can't be objective to both ends of the. You can't be objective to both ends of the spectrum. You have to be, pick one side or the other.
You don't have to.
You don't.
Speaking of AEW, they setting up All In. Bryan Danielson and Swerve, career versus title.
Mm-hmm.
That's the story.
But yeah.
Most likely, Bryan's gonna win the title. Probably keep it for like a month or something, and then probably lose it. But he most likely he'll end up winning.
Right, because technically, like he said on the thing, his contract was up. What was it? Thursday. This past Thursday, the contract was officially up, and like I said, probably working a loose dates up until All In.
No, they got that Wrestle Dream show is in Tacoma at the Tacoma Dome, so that'll probably be his last big show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so he probably had a title until then.
Gotcha. So yeah, they probably, like I said, working in some loose dates in his contract, which they probably have already under the table. They probably already negotiated, for longer dates just to, just for storyline purposes. And then, the other news, Shane McMahon. He met with Tony Khan. What you think about that?
Leading to nothing. That's
Me neither. Just slow news day and just
yeah.
But they didn't, we don't know what they officially talked about as far as what, but I think like I said, just to get the internet, IWC to talk. That's all.
Yeah, there's a rumor saying he want to actually go back to WWE, but I don't think him and Triple H get along.
Me neither.
So I don't see how that would work. But
and then you did see what's the name was there as well. Stephanie McMahon was at the SummerSlam show.
Oh yeah.
I noticed that she's only came to the first big ones, like the 4 big shows.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people online saying they really divorced. They just trying to keep up with the appearance.
I ain't heard that. Oh, dang. That's funny.
I don't know. There's some more big news. Another backstage incident in AEW.
Oh yeah. With
allegedly Britt Baker said something bad about MJF. MJF's girlfriend went back and told him. He comes and confronts Britt about it, and they did an investigation. And she got suspended for a week.
And that was the week she was gone.
Right.
It was the most recent. What was it? Last week or week prior?
This past week she was suspended, so she'll be back this coming week.
Gotcha.
But I mean, hey, the HR handled it. Somebody got suspended. Ain't that what everybody wanted? It was a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Move on. Stuff happens like that all the time.
Yeah. Everybody trying to make it out to be something else, and there are a lot of stories coming out about Britt. I don't know if they true or not.
Mm-hmm.
Saying she starting a lot of stuff with the other women.
I could see that.
Thunder Rosa, they don't get along, and
I remember that. Yeah, that was back from the TV show.
Yeah,
we did them a couple episodes.
Yeah, there's another rumor. Adam Cole and Britt broke up.
Oh wow, I ain't hear that one.
Adam Cole put on his gaming on his channel or on his Twitter page that he's moving to Pennsylvania or something. But he said he moving. He didn't say we are. He didn't say me and Britt.
She's from Pennsylvania. She's from Pittsburgh.
But I think they live in. Don't they live in Florida? Or does she still live? Does she still live in Pittsburgh?
Probably still live down in Florida.
I don't know.
Yeah.
People just guessing. People,
they got to know everything and know where everybody at. Yeah.
Let's put allegedly on it.
Yeah, we'll put allegedly on that. Yeah. Then did you hear about the other flipping around the allegedly hour? So allegedly they saying NXT is like a Love Island down there, boy.
Oh yeah.
They said they be getting
Shawn Michaels a dirty old man.
They be getting it in down there allegedly. I guess that's what happened when you in that sweaty dungeon. You in the performance center and you see the the same people every day. Yeah, you in Orlando, good town, party town. You know, let's have some fun, I guess.
I see what Shawn Michaels doing. I see what he's doing. He ain't slick.
Exactly. And it's a bunch of couples too.
You see CM Punk always hanging out down there too.
That's another one. Listen, we're gonna talk the allegedly. Look, we're gonna talk the allegedly. Now I heard through a source. This is allegedly through a source now. Here it go. I don't want to get in trouble. F it. You know what? F it. Bruh, they said CM Punk was tapping Coral Jade and Roxanne Perez. What they saying, bro? That's what the street's saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And you know who the source is, so that's all I'm gonna say. You know who my source is.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say is this joker CM Punk. I don't care if I get in trouble for defamation. all I know is that joker CM Punk must got him a nice hall pass, boy. He must got him a nice.
he spends a lot of time in NXT. That's all I'll say.
Yep.
That's the match we forgot to talk about. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, we'll pull that in real fast.
It was all right. It was like an old school match. It was all right, but I guess the main focus was like on Seth. That's supposed to be a grudge feud. They worried about Seth Rollins the whole match.
Right, both of them. Yeah, it really was. Yep.
Yeah, I mean it was all right. You can tell CM Punk getting older. He can't really do.
Yeah.
All that crazy stuff, but it was decent.
It was because and then like you said, I thought for the storytelling of it was pretty straight because CM Punk been ready, he been wanting to go to sleep to Seth Rollins, so he got that because he took the Larry bracelet. Like, why do you have that on your wrist? Right when Seth put it on his wrist, I said, "Oh, that's gonna play into the match." I saw that coming. I'm like, that's gonna play into the match, and he hit to go to sleep on Seth, which that ultimately cost him the match. Because we all knew Drew was going to win it because you just didn't know how he was going to win it because it was like it made sense because CM Punk was costing Drew all of this, so Drew was going to get the get the win over at the end. But like you said, CM Punk had a chance to win it, but he hits the go to sleep on Drew, and then that ultimately cost him. He get low blowed and then he get the Claymore and then 1, 2, 3. So
then he took the bracelet back, right?
Yep. Then he took the bracelet back.
Yep. The story's gonna continue.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got that. That's why I said they could keep that going too. They could keep that going back and forth.
I wonder how the people that had issues with Punk back in the day, how they really get along backstage. I know they, doing it for business. Yeah, we'll work with them. I wonder how that is backstage.
Me too.
He's on his best behavior, trying to,
Some say he's trying to get that one last contract. That's what they saying.
Well, he got no choice. He got nowhere else to go.
Yeah, they said he want to get that one last contract from WWE. So
I wonder if they really are they just trying to play nice, or did they really make up and everybody's all buddy?
Yeah, because you saw that. Did you see the clip on Twitter? They posted him. He hugged it out with Stephanie as well. Yeah. At the end of the match, he walked over to her and hugged it out, and
he better than me.
Right? Is that all for show? Is that what I said? Is it all
on his wedding day?
Yeah. Yeah,
he better than me.
Like I said, Tom Hill's all. I guess what they say.
No, when you don't have nowhere else to go, that's what heals it.
You not
burning
lying.
bridges, man.
You ain't lying. I was thinking about that the other day too, because I was just like, I was really thinking about it. I went to the store today and I was driving back, just thinking about this, escape wrestling. I'm like, did Tripp really? I kind of alluded to what you were saying just now. Did Tripp really want to do that? Did he really want to bring CM Punk back to bring him back, or was it being spiteful?
Being spiteful. That's all. That's all it was.
I feel like I really do. Ultimately,
it was a knock because he left AEW and went to them. How we got him, but they didn't need him. They didn't need him. It was just we got him. You don't have him no more. That's all it was. It was just like I said, they really didn't need him.
That's what I said. That's why I was just like, they were, and then I think, like I said, it was just the fact of it being a little bit. I feel like a little spite was in it too.
Definitely, yeah.
Because you have to, like I said, and it was their way of acknowledging, like, even though they don't want to say it, from their end of the spectrum, of course, they're not in competition with anybody because they are who they are. They have the 30-year head start and and all of that. But in a way, with moves like that, you are acknowledging.
Man,
you're acknowledging something. Yeah,
everybody
you're acknowledging something. Like, come on, you can't just get it. You're not put it past you.
Getting Cody back, that was the first one. That was the first big blow.
I think that, yeah. I think they
started to change a little bit. When they start asking about AEW, at first he was being like real protective, but now he kind of like he'll let people say what they want. He throw little shots. Like, I wonder what's really going on with that, man.
Me too.
Something upset him. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I said, I guess that'll be one of the need to put that on the 30 for 30. Why or get that on the what's the other one on Vice? What's the behind the ring, behind the curtain? Yeah, the dark side of the ring. That's gonna be
There's a lot of stuff going on
when it come out. Yeah, it's gonna come out. Yeah, definitely. So, did you hear about the flipping back on stories that I've heard? They said the negotiation window for AEW to close with Warner.
Oh yeah, that means other people can come in and offer them something, but they're still in talks with Warner. Most likely they're gonna be back with Warner. They just trying to iron out the details and
facts.
I don't really see anybody else gonna offer them something big.
And then shout out to my guy TJ. Last night we were talking about it during Summerslam stream. If you had to name, he asked me this question, so I'm throwing it to you. Who do you think will be the first big name, or who do you think will be the first name to jump from like a pure WWE person to go to AEW? And then who else do you see from AEW jumping ship to WWE?
Who's leaving WWE? Shoot. Well, does Bobby Lashley and MVP count? They might go.
Possibly.
They might.
That was a name. That's the name we mentioned.
Ricochet most likely gonna be there.
Yeah, because I feel like he'll probably be there at All In. He'll probably make his appearance at All In if it ain't. His 90 days got to be up by now, right?
It should be coming up, yeah.
Yes, it should be pretty close. His 90 days should be pretty close to coming up.
I don't really see nobody else because everybody else locked up, and
that's why I said everybody else locked up. And I feel like this core group are all the true like Triple H's guys. Like I don't see nobody else that would potentially, unless just somebody get disgruntled and they decide to leave up out of nowhere. Like I don't see for example, I don't see like Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens locked up for a while. He ain't going nowhere. Like Sami Zayn, I don't see any of those guys leaving and jumping. Like Seth even like Seth locked up. So a lot of those guys are just locked in and not going anywhere. Even like a Shinsuke, I don't even see even a Shinsuke. He'll probably go back to New Japan before he even like fully go back to.
I don't think he's going nowhere.
AEW. That's what I'm saying. Even if he were to, exactly. Even if he were to jump, I don't think he would jump. He more than likely would stay, but I don't even think he would jump to AEW. But I said I know for the other one, for somebody from AEW going back. Of course, we said the first one was Ricky Starks. That was the first name we said.
I hope not, man.
I hope not too.
There's
but
no room for him. There's nothing for him to do.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't want to see him on NXT.
Right.
I hope.
Right. Not. And then that's the thing. I don't think he'll have a big enough name to jump over just yet. Of course, he's probably gonna get endorsed by a Cody, but even still,
that's Cody boy. Cody will be like, let's get him in. But
you still have to build him up because
he's gonna get lost in the shuffle, man.
The average fan wouldn't know him. The average WWE fan wouldn't know him.
Nah.
The average WWE, they wouldn't know him. And then we said, of course, we said over the I said Daniel Garcia, watch out for him because his contract was up.
He's
another one.
They don't know, man.
It don't. That's what. Yeah. Can we just start throwing? And then I said eventually Mercedes Moné, she's going. That's the one we know. Yeah, she'll go back. Maybe after her deal is up, I can see her going back with the quickness.
Probably, but I don't know. She might like what she's doing. She got freedom. She can do what she wants. She own all her name, and she can sign all the deals, and they don't get a cut of it.
Right.
But her and Bailey are best friends.
Oh, I said I could see her going back.
Bailey could leave.
That's what I said, but I don't think she would. I think I saw her comment that she made that she should have been a little bit more selfish with her career. And I understand where she's coming from with that. I did see that comment, but I still don't think she'll leave.
Yeah, because the women's roster is kind of loaded in AEW now. They still got Jamie Hayter coming back. Camille finally showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Got Mercedes, got Britt, Thunder Rosa, Deonna Purrazzo, Chris Statlander. She
Willow,
good. Willow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They got something going.
They do.
Mariah May, Tony Storm. They got a lot. There's well, I was gonna say TNA, but all the people in TNA they just want to be in WWE. So, like Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace, just go ahead and let them go because that's where they want to be at, man.
Exactly. That's why I was like,
just let them go, man.
They were talking about how the I was like, their relationship ain't no better than what any other. But they done been using and abusing him.
Just let them go. That's where
like
they want to be.
Joe Hendry is one of the only ones that can go train in the performance center. Just tell us you want to be in WWE without telling us you want to be in WWE. Come on now.
Is he really good or is his song over?
I think he's just catchy because of and they showed an old clip. He was part of something, one of the old backstage segment with the Miz and Maurice or something like that. He was in WWE for a small time, so I know everybody liked the catchphase in the song.
He's just a flavor of the moment. Remember Fandango when everybody was singing the song? Is he y'all like him or y'all just like singing the song?
That's what I was gonna say because I don't really didn't hear too much about him in TNA like that. I just heard that song everybody was talking about. So
yeah, it's catchy. It's nice. Some are y'all gonna like him 5 months from now?
Facts. So yeah, that's all I got.
What else? MJF. He's the American champion.
Oh God. We knew he was only gonna last. We knew the good babyface was only gonna last so much.
He needs to be a heel. That's fine. Him and Will Ospreay, that's another story.
Yep.
Good story. Will Ospreay. Somebody gonna turn on him. Probably Kyle Fletcher or Don Callis.
Yeah, one of them gonna get him. Yeah. He
defended in the CMLL with a couple days ago. I like the gimmick. It's cheap heat. Cheap heel,
especially with him taking the title into the American title into Great Britain, and it's really still the European title. The
international. Yeah,
it's still the international. Yeah,
bring back the international. Yeah, so
because it's really still the international title. They just doing that and that whole spiel, and
it look like it might be a 3-way for the tag team titles. Young Bucks, Acclaimed, and FTR.
Yep.
The male models. What is the name of AEW? MXM something.
Yeah, Mansoor, and they changed it up to little things. What did you think about them coming over?
Yeah, it's all right. It's another team. They're entertaining. They beat Private Party. I ain't like that. They need to do something with Private Party.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. I fucks with Private Party, man. They need to give them a chance. Yeah, that's just like the Street Profits in WWE. Like they don't do nothing with the Street Profits.
It's another rumor. MVP kind of alluded to it on the low.
They leave. I don't know. They leave.
You don't like the brothers? I was hey. I'm just saying.
They'll say that, and then somebody will counteract and be like, "Well, what about Bianca? Bianca get all the." I said, that's the one they can get you on. Like, dang,
She's a woman though. He like black women, with the black men they don't get no love. Yeah, like I say, MVP kind of, hinting around it. He ain't come out and say it, but like somebody put a tweet out, he liked it and.
Yeah, and allegedly from a source, he said that Weston talked himself out of a contract too. So something happened backstage where MVP ultimately talked himself out of a deal. So So I can say according to a source and get away with it.
yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, do you think they could bring the Hurt Business to AEW and it'll be successful? Think they can
I
do
would
something
say
with it?
no. I would say no.
Hmm.
Because if it only got so far in WWE, how far would it get in another promotion?
Well,
I always think of it like that.
They're saying it only got so far because either McMahon or Triple H kind of
exactly. That's
cut
what I'm
it
saying.
down.
So if it only could get so far in WWE, how far will it get? In another promotion?
I don't know. Tony Khan might, see where they failed at, and
that's true. You never know. Yeah, we won't look. We won't know till it happens.
Like I say, they got so much talent, man. I don't know. There's room for a third promotion to get some of the talent, but
yeah,
TNA, like I say, people don't really want to be there. They want to be WWE. I don't know.
Because like they made the big fuss about that with the Hardys. They said the Hardys met with some of the WWE officials, but that was just
that's for like a documentary.
To film content for one of the whatever documentary they got going on. So
yeah, Jeff came out and said he kind of sorry how his run in AEW went. They gave him a shot. He kind of messed it up.
Yep.
That's a good thing to say.
At least he honest. Some people wouldn't be honest like that and say that.
Yeah.
So I respect.
And Matt shouldn't have anything to say because they gave him a lot.
Exactly.
They gave him a lot. He shouldn't have nothing bad to say.
He sure shouldn't.
Yeah.
He sure shouldn't. And I wanted to ask you this too. Is Bobby Lashley, since he's one of the bigger names that'll be walking away, is he an Hall of Famer? Is he a WWE should he go into the WWE Hall of Fame?
I mean, he could. I mean, it's not a real Hall of Fame anyway. I know. Triple H want him in there. I don't know.
I'll say if we talking merit based, I say he gets in off of merit.
Who is he? A 2-time WWE champion. He was the ECW champion.
Mm-hmm. He should have been a what's name champion too.
He had left for a minute.
Mm-hmm. He's got to be a triple crown. He's got to be a triple crown. Or he had the tag titles.
He was the U.S.
He was
champion.
a U.S.
Yeah.
Was he the IC champion?
I don't think so.
Gotcha. Well, then he ain't a triple crown. I try to vouch for him to be a triple crown without knowing. That's what I get.
Yeah, well, that's all I got.
Me too.
The next big show is All In. Y'all check it out. Stop hating.
Yes, sir. We'll be around for that. We'll be around to review that and make it a quarterly Raw report. Yeah, a quarterly report. A quarterly report in.
All
yes,
right.
sir.
See you next week.
Yes, sir.